Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Random Shit. I got the Manic Genius in the building, Mel in here, Wally,
What's
and we
going
got Amazing
on?
in here. So how's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, y'all looking tired as hell, man. Y'all had a rough week.
Draining as
Everybody.
usual.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
I feel you. Yeah, this was a long week. I was telling Manic, man, it's like administration, these first couple of months in the year, but I'm wrapping that up. The weather's getting warmer. I gotta start getting outside or something.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm going through like getting ready for March Madness with basketball. So like
I've heard.
like it's crazy over here. Like my games are like when I say nonstop, but it's not the games that bother me, it's the parents. So I've been refereeing and like not refereeing because I be having to like getting ready to fight parents.
What age group is that you're gonna be reffing?
You said what group? What?
What age group?
Are you
Oh,
refereeing?
so I do high school.
Oh, okay.
So like it get real deep for people. Middle school's not that bad, but high school.
So is it the
Yeah,
parents
middle school is
be trying to
basic.
fight and stuff? Like the kids don't get no playing time, or they be like, if you call like a certain play, they be running up on a court on you. Like, Mel, you better switch your stance on this.
You better switch your stance.
All my life.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm a
ref, take that back."
But they really want you to take
miscall.
it back, though, Manic, for real. Like in real life, they want you to take it back. Like, no. And
But they just want you to be like, "Oh, I missed that one. I'll get the next one."
That they be like, you missed one call. It happens. It's three of us on the court, but then we have, like when you playing basketball, like when you have more than one ref, you have different zones. So I'm not supposed to call nothing that's not in my zone. So if I see something, yeah, I'll see it. But if it's not in my zone, I'm not gonna call it because that's not like how we work together as a team. But they be like, oh no, you should have called them. Like that's not how it works.
Oh, they got zones. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, we have zones. Like we don't call like if you ever. I can't explain it right here because it makes sense for us in ref talk, but we have zones. Like we're not supposed to call anything that's out of our zone. That's why you be like, ref, you missed the call. He probably didn't miss it, but he can't call it because it's not in his zone.
Oh, okay. So one of y'all missed it though.
Yeah, like look, ain't nobody.
So do they like blame it on you? Because I know like if they was like pressing me, I'd be like, hey, that was on Mel. That's her zone over there. I sure would throw you under the bus.
Zone 6 through 4. That's
Yeah,
her.
like that's Mel over there fucking up.
Like we have like our lines and everything. Like our lines are our lines, and like even like so if you have somebody taking a free throw, I ain't gonna take too long. If you have somebody taking a free throw, but at that time that free throw person is not there, if they step on that line, the other people that see them stepping on the line, we can't call it because it's not our call.
All right, but we'll go ahead. We'll start jumping in that. Don't get beat up out there, Mel. Like if they start rushing the floor, man, just run. Don't have your pride.
I'm out.
Yeah, don't stay there. But yeah, our first topic kind of ties into basketball. So NBA player Christian Wood's ex, Yasmine Lopez, was caught vandalizing his car. So let me go ahead. I got the little video background. This was a big thing that came out. So give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. Hopefully ain't tripping this week. No, that's one. Climbing that shit like Spider-Man, ain't you?
Yeah, she got real athletic.
Yeah, just not fast enough though.
the slowest like.
Dang. It's on a Mercedes.
Ooh, she going deep.
Yeah.
She did a lot. Like
Just this on sound effects alone, boy. You know she went deep.
Yeah, you could hear it, boy. She got the chisel out.
Mm-hmm.
She
And
was
you took the
upset.
time to write all this.
That's the car on the right side of the actual video. You see
Yeah.
shit like
Well,
a
I mean,
picture like a kid would give you on like Easter or something.
yeah. Yeah.
Not a kid
Well,
on the Easter.
she's pretty athletic, so
No, first of all, no, she not.
Man, that face was not that huge to get over.
She was not
I mean, I
fast.
give her
You
credit
can't
for
say you were
scaling.
athletic and you were this slow.
But yeah, she kept it real simple.
Somebody sounds like they are in a washer or dryer.
Yeah.
Or is that the video?
No, that's the video. I was gonna say it's not
Oh,
us.
That's
It's
the
the
video.
video.
Yeah, it's a video.
Oh, I was about to
Kind
say,
of like the
whoa.
the garage door or some shit lifting up, and it's like, who the freak outside?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Sound like a gunshot.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
No, she had told him like, cause I guess he had lifted up the garage.
Outside.
And
Yeah,
he
see,
said, come your ass outside.
Oh, she want him to come outside. Oh, that's don't go outside. Her last name is Lopez. Don't go outside.
Oh man,
Don't go outside when she tells you to come outside.
He
Damn,
more
so
like
that was him that was like recording this?
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
that-
him. It was somebody that was like
No,
one of his.
it was the surveillance camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was say it
It's
was
not
one
like
of his
that.
people that recorded
That's
it and
tough.
posted it. Like, but they saw it on the camera.
Wow.
Come outside, bitch.
That's what she said. You heard her come outside, man.
My man closed that gate quick.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Listen, I
He
got
did
two
the right
parts to
thing
this.
by not
I
coming
feel like
outside.
she should have better friends.
Shout out to Christian.
Because first of all, she's a slow friend. Like if you have a group of friends as a woman, who you think the fastest? She got slow friends. Because why would they let her climb over that fence that slow to do some damage? I'm appalled.
What's good, Erica?
Hey, Erica.
So you said her friends were slow?
No, look, somebody got to be fast in the group. She was not the fast one. Because that was slow for her to do. But then, like, you did all that damage, and then you talking about come outside, bitch. You done already put yourself in jail. Without
You
putting
talking
yourself
about
in
Spider-Man?
jail.
The full implication.
So Mel, you wouldn't want no friends to like walk you out of that? Like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should go home and stuff.
Oh, I definitely want those friends.
Oh, okay.
But if
I'm like,
me and my friends gonna decide to make a bad decision, then we gotta be like, who gonna be the fastest? How we gonna do this? Like, we got a plan. Like,
So you'd have been in there like Charlie's Angels.
I think that, look, first of all, I feel like I be implicating myself in bad decisions.
but hold on, before we get
this
into
is all
that, I want to ask the guys some questions, and I'm gonna shoot it over to the women. So, Wally and Manic, what would you do in this situation?
I think I'll just go on the record and say Christian Woods looked like he did the right thing by staying inside the house at all times, maybe pulling out a camera or I don't know, making a phone call to get a witness. But yeah, he definitely you stay inside the house.
What about you, Wally?
Simple. Call the papa. Just call it a day. Call the Get her to be like, hey, I need her off my property. Be crazy. I don't know what she's liable to do.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely taking both of y'all approaches. I'm staying in the house. I'm gonna be that dude in the blinds and stuff with the camera out. Then I'm calling the cops. I'm like, yep, come get her. She unruly out here. But all right, let me ask the ladies. Have y'all ever done anything like this? And I'll start with Erica. How you doing?
Dang, the way Erica's laughing.
Erica, you
story
done
Go ahead, drop
you done
the story
scratched up
for
a
us.
Benz, a Mercedes.
Like, Maserati.
Well, first let me say I was young. Let's start with that.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't do all that.
Hey, no
but
judgment. Hey, this is a judgment-free zone. It's the past.
I didn't do all
We
that.
grow.
I was young and dumb, so I
Yeah.
actually hurt my own stuff by trying to hurt his stuff. I ran my car into his car.
You did what?
That sounds normal. Hold on. It's a judge-free zone. So was he in it when you ran him over or tried to?
No, he wasn't in it.
Oh, okay.
He was standing outside though, so he witnessed.
Oh, you just didn't like his car.
So you just wanted him to see
I
you
just
do
didn't
it.
like him. Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted
you didn't
him
like
to
him.
do it.
So, but you knew that he placed value on his vehicle. So you're like, I'm gonna
Sure.
hurt him.
Was it pretty nice?
What kind of
You
vehicle
just had
was
it
it?
like waxed up, you know.
I don't even remember. We were in college, so it wasn't like
Oh,
nice
okay.
car. Just his car.
Erica,
He
you
just
lying? 'Cause
liked
I
it.
remember
You
stuff
knew it
from
would get to
college.
him if you ran
Like,
it over.
tell us the truth. Like,
Huh?
you just don't want him to know. You don't want everybody else to know.
Now what?
I tell you right now.
What kind of car it was? 'Cause you
I
tried.
don't know. I don't remember. Like it was back in college.
was
Like
like,
it wasn't like no
She's
like
when I was a
It
professional.
probably wasn't a high end car. It was probably some basic stuff.
yeah, it was. It wasn't like I just wanted
But
and
it
mine
was probably
wasn't either. So
basic too.
I didn't feel that bad about the damage to my car because my car wasn't shit either. So I was like, oh well. I thought
Do
about
you
it.
remember the model that you had at that time?
was like-
What was the car that
What
you
kind of car
had?
did you
I was
drove?
driving a Chrysler Sebring at the time.
Oh, those are kind of big. It's a big body.
Yeah, those are long joints.
It was a small like sport one. Like
You
it
said
wasn't-
a Chrysler Sebring?
The Sebring, yeah, it's a big body.
That's not
Yeah,
a
yeah,
small
that-
car.
That's not
It
a small
wasn't.
car.
It wasn't a big car. It was small.
No, it's a
So
big for a
I
car.
don't know a lot
For
about
sedan.
cars. I don't know a lot about cars, but that particular model of the car was very small and compact.
The Sebring.
But it was a Chrysler Sebring. And it
No,
had a sport
okay, you talking about the okay, you
I
talking
might
about
be thinking of the
right before the
Concorde.
300s came out. Like
Yeah,
the
not
Sebring
300.
making them
The
smaller.
300 is the big car. It was
Yeah, they started making them small. Okay, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
your
right.
experience,
Because
but
they
you
were
might
more
be-
compact.
Yeah, you
Remember.
might be right.
It was a small, sporty little car.
Yeah, I was thinking about those like Dodge
Oh
Stratus.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
saying,
And I was
it
thinking
probably-
about
it was
the
the cute-
yeah, I was
it was
thinking
the
about the
cute
300.
Dodge.
car. Yeah, it was a cute.
Oh, okay.
car.
Nice little
Before they
midsize.
Yeah.
So you pretty gangster though. If you're gonna ruin your own shit, you was on a whole new level.
That wasn't
'cause
like
most
I
people that
wasn't
just-
thinking about my own stuff at the time that I did. I was just thinking about his. But then after,
mean-
like literally like right after I hit the car, I was like, well, dang, I messed up my car. But then I was like, oh well, it ain't that.
But you hurt
What
yourself.
did he do?
you hurt
What did he
yourself?
do to get a response like that?
y'all always trying to make me give a story. Y'all
This is the
always-
past.
hey,
No, we're
actually,
over
it's one of
this.
the
You could be
questions,
talking
so,
about this.
yeah.
Hold on, Wally. Hold on,
Actually, one
Wally.
of the questions.
You could talk about this and be helping somebody who's going through it currently in their own
Well,
situation.
I
That's a
would
good point,
hope
Manic.
nobody
Yeah,
at
good
this
thing.
big age would be going through what happened with that situation.
They
But
might be in college.
But some people fuel with anger these days. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Wait, did you ask the other ladies first? I'll come back to me with my story.
Okay,
No,
we'll
hold on.
come back.
No, hold on. Let's just wrap this one up, and then we'll go to everybody
You already
else.
on stage. You know.
All right, fine.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Then
Let's
I'm
wrap
going
this
on
up.
mute. All right. So I had a pregnancy scare, right?
Uh-huh.
So I went and got a test and came to his he had an apartment on campus. So I went to his apartment. His best friend lived right down the hall from him. So keep that in mind. But took the test was negative. Instead of him communicating with me how he felt about that, he ran out of his door with excitement and joy down to his best friend's apartment. Who he must
Yeah, you
have
should have killed him.
on the situation because the friend opened the door like, what'd she say? What? So he already knew what was going on. And he's like, she ain't pregnant. So they literally are like in the hallway
They celebrating.
like they just won a championship. And I'm standing there on fire. And I literally can still see myself today just taking it about right out the door straight to my car. And they both came outside because they heard a big boom. And then I skirted off. So yeah, that was that.
Dang, they were just like they were at like this. They would
It was
like
just like joy.
all the
It was
way up,
joy.
like nothing could stop us. We all the way, and then you go, the boom, here come you with the crash.
Oh,
Like, let's bring them
okay.
down.
Like,
Celebrating? Okay. All right. I'll show
My
you.
man was so excited, pushed you out the way, like move, like I gotta get to my
Basically,
homie.
yes. Dang,
Me
they're
and him
not
been praying
bad.
about this.
Mhm.
my man's friend was probably like, "How's she gonna just ruin the party like that? Why she?" You know? So,
Wait,
yeah,
but
they-
then after me and him broke up, the friend tried to holler at me. Like
No, he was like, "It's my turn.
it's just a,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
shoot and I'm gonna
story.
score."
That's the story.
all right,
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Eric.
Nah, we appreciate that. See, you
Yeah.
are gonna help somebody out there.
Yeah,
But
somebody
we're
else
gonna go to Amazing. So Amazing. You ever been in a situation like that?
It's
Kind of
like,
boring.
I
You ain't gotta lie.
plead the fifth.
You ain't never did nothing crazy amazing.
She's like, I am not about to talk about that here.
You're on
You
mute.
did anything amazing?
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. You got to come back. Something's.
You are on mute.
Or she just not talking.
Oh, she's just acting like she's on mute. She's
You
like,
ain't got your
Yeah.
mic
She
on.
trying.
It's just-
You probably
I
got
can't
to drop
hear
and come
anything.
back in.
It's just like, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, she trying to mess around. But I'll come to you, Mel.
So I ain't never did nothing crazy as far as damaging somebody's vehicle. However,
It's always the tell of a crazy story when they
Hello.
give you the build up in
Tell
the
them
beginning.
stories, girl. Tell them stories.
it's not crazy. Like I've never like damaged anybody's stuff. However, Melanie did steal the battery out of her boyfriend's car in college.
Ooh.
Okay.
I had a spare key to his car. He wasn't where he told me he was gonna be at. So I stole the battery out of his car. The next morning he had called me to my, I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody did something to his car. And I came over there looking like this, like, ooh, look like somebody took the battery out of here. He was like, oh, I don't know what happened. And I took him to the shop to get a new battery.
You ain't tell him, hey, I can give you this battery that I got on the low.
Nope,
It's your,
I sold
it's your
it to a
same make and
crackhead.
model.
I sold it to a crackhead.
Yo.
Sold it to him for like a 20%
I
discount.
did. Like he
Oh,
like,
man.
I
Well, at
just
least
so
you
happen to
did
have
that
this.
because, boy, you had a copy of the key. I thought you would have just ran the car somewhere, just be like, just put a rock on the pedal.
look, I know how to steal a
Jesus
car, but I
Christ.
had an extra copy, and you ain't where you said you was gonna be at. So I know you was messing with another girl. Like I had already knew it, but I had to get solidified in my mind. That's why I know like it's a buildup before you do anything, and everybody want to make it seem like you're making a rational decision. No, it's not. It's a buildup for us. So yeah.
I think I'd rather have the missing battery than getting my car hit.
Well, I probably would too, but it was a whole thing though. Like,
Jerk, you're on mute.
I'd rather have the car hit.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Hey, Wally, hold on. We gotta get Wally in here. Wally, would you
Ooh.
rather missing battery or your car hit?
Depending on the car, but for right now, I'd rather take the battery.
See, this the thing was I was with him the whole time, and I'm looking at trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's going on because my daddy and Mr. Earl they fix cars, so I was trying to I was acting like what was
Mel, I want to get Jerk's take on why would you rather take the car hit?
Because what Mel is displaying is a whole nother level of craziness. I understand,
Please
like
explain.
Erica, she was like, you know what, I'm pissed. I'm going in. And it was like, but Mel done rode around with this man. He's probably like looking at price tags, and she's just like, then the fact that she knew how to take the battery out and all this shit, that's scary. Mel's the type that like, she could plant the body and get away with it, dog. So like Erica's just gonna like fuck some shit up. She gonna go about her life. She gonna move on to the next. Mel gonna kill you, and she gonna spread the body parts around the territory, and she gonna know how to beat the case. She knows how to do the research. So Mel's pretty sinister.
he didn't find out I took his battery out till 4 years ago.
And what did he say after that? What was his reaction?
Was
Like, damn.
You really took my battery out? I'm like, I sure did.
See,
Damn.
I mean, taking the battery out is like a minor inconvenience.
See, that is to you right now in your life. When you in college, somebody take a battery out your car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Batteries
You gotta.
back then was over $100, and then
like back
I was
then it
with
was
him
like
like we
250.
gonna
They're
figure
like
this out.
300-400
We
now.
gonna figure out what's going on. The Everlast battery was $109 when he bought it.
Well, how bad was the dent, Erica? Because that you could ride with a little dent, but
Oh no, she hit the shit out of his car. I can already tell.
I mean, he still drove it. He had no choice.
there you go.
Yeah,
Exactly. He had no choice.
Yeah, I'll take the minor inconvenience of plus
The
2
battery.
hours on whatever I'm doing for the day, and then at a expense of $300 nowadays, versus like having to deal with insurance if you want to call insurance. And yeah.
So Mel, were you done after that point? Was it a wrap? Was it over?
Mm-mm. We still.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, Mel's a little crazier. Erica, you was done, right?
Erica said she wasn't done either.
Oh, you wasn't done either?
She's like, nope, because I know he's gonna get a better car one day, and I need to hit that.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh,
I'm
man.
joking with you, Eric. I only give it to Eric because I know she can take it.
So did y'all like? Hold on, let me get back. Maisie, I got a question for y'all. So Maisie, you were saying like you ain't never had no incident like that.
No.
Did you ever like want to?
Hold on, time out. You got to ask the right question. So you might have
That's
never
it,
did
time
nothing to
out.
nobody's car. You may have never did nothing crazy like that. Have you ever like intentionally did something or something they asked you to do and you didn't do it on purpose because you was mad?
It's pretty vague.
See, I've never done anything like that. Like you would like look maybe and be like, that person had a moment of craziness. I can remember like keys or remote control like being blamed for that, me insisting it wasn't me, and then going and hiding it in their stuff. So I'm like, you lost the remote control. See, it's right here underneath your pillow.
It's fucked up.
So you didn't hit the batteries out of the remote like that's
You motherfucker.
Yeah, this is why the Drake's so confused.
Okay.
That's not where I put it.
you done did something because I ain't gonna lie, that's a level like I had to think about, like, because I always want to do like little stuff. So you
That's
didn't
super
hit the
little,
batteries out
okay.
the remote before.
No, I mean, I've hid the remote, like it's been missing or keys, or I've been like looking all over and been like, it had to have been you. And it's really been me. And then I'll put it like with his stuff. So then it might look like him, but it really was me.
You guys are fucked up, man. Like,
So you just confusing the house like, wait,
Lord
I
have
know I didn't
mercy.
put that there. Like, what the hell?
got people
Why is
thinking
the
they
remote
crazy
control
and
in my
stuff.
right pocket? I knew I couldn't have put it there.
Listen, these are friends I need in my life. Y'all don't understand.
So let me ask y'all, like, so when y'all got back, when y'all stayed with the guy, were they like super scared? Because I know after that, I'll be like, I know they could be like, man, I ain't gonna upset them. So is that why y'all stay with them? Because y'all know that they were gonna be in line for a certain degree, or that fear was gonna keep them in check?
Do you want to know the truth why I stayed with him?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Because we were still doing it. And I was cool with it. Because he was in grad school. Like, this was after I had went to college. So he was a little bit older. We were still doing it. And I'm like, yeah, he's my safe place. But he was just like, he just thought it was a coincidence that his battery got stolen. And I'm like, it's a lot of crackheads
Like I
around.
missed a good story there.
And in her case, he didn't know she was the one who did it. So
he
I
never
mean,
done
Yeah,
there's
that's
plenty
why- that's
crackheads
true.
that have
That's
a
a good
copy
point.
of your key.
like
Break in
he
and like
didn't
pop
think
your hood.
about it at all because he was just like, I know, like he didn't think about that. He was like, maybe somebody just came and stole it, but who gonna come steal your battery? So I knew he was dumb at that point, but we still talked for like a year and a half after that.
You said he was dumb, Mel.
Yeah, like
Lord have mercy.
like you can't just steal nobody's battery and not like.
But I
have
mean,
access to
sometimes
their
people
car.
can act like, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably what happened, and just not really believe that. So maybe he didn't
So
want
you
to talk
taking up
about
for
it
him,
anymore.
but he did take me on a trip, and we were still together for a year and a half. But I'm just like, you dumb. So he should have known.
So did either guy like ever bring up that incident again, or they just kind of move past it like, hey, like nothing happened? Damn. Okay. Shit.
my relationship with that, like, it was very toxic and stupid. It was very tit for tat. Everything, like, he would cheat, I would cheat. It was just stupid. So,
Oh,
yeah.
so Erica, you said something. You cheated back.
oh yeah, I
So-
intentionally did.
Stories I would love to keep on hearing. Let's keep going.
No, listen, you have to understand. I was 19 years old. Like, first of all, okay.
Hey, those are good stories.
But I'm just saying, yeah, I cheated back, and he had the audacity to like be really upset about it after confessing everything that he had done to me. Like, y'all, wow, man.
So how did you tell him back? I'm interested now. How did you tell him back that I got my lick back. Like, how did you say it at 19?
She took that to the grave. She ain't tell him.
Okay, so there was, how do I tell this without hoping and praying that nobody will watch this later? Okay, so there was someone else on our campus that had similar looks to him. They didn't look alike, in my opinion, but they had similar looks.
His twin.
The other person was very much, a lot of girls on campus were very attracted to the other guy. He always felt like, had like this like jealous streak towards the other guy. I knew he was cheating on me with everybody on campus, but I knew if I just, come over here to this in particular person, he will just be destroyed. So one day he admitted to me about all the girls that he had messed with, was so apologetic. So I told him that I had, did to do with such and such. Whew.
The Lex Luthor to his Superman.
So I was like,
Did my man flip out?
He said, no.
I was every name in the book. I was all types of bitches, hoes, stupid ass bitch. I was every.
Oh yeah, you went Darth Vader on that boy.
He was hurt.
But let me ask
arch nemesis. Oh.
Yeah. Let me ask Manic and Wally, because I got a question for y'all. Have y'all ever had like a situation like this happen to you guys where somebody like vandalized your property?
No, not at all. Not even, I can't even recollect anything close to that. So I'm pretty trusting when it comes to new people. I probably should work on that.
He said trust.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you want to come over? Like, let's hang out. Yeah. But
all right, Wally. What about you, Wally?
Nah, never had that situation.
Yeah,
are
me
y'all
neither.
sick? Hold on.
Here we go. We got Scam Likely. He's been in the field. This is you came on right on time.
What's up,
Scam
Sam?
Likely.
I got a question for Manic and Wally. Y'all ain't never had a woman so strung out that she gonna try to hurt your feelings.
Hey, look, I'm not a villain. I'm not
That's
a
what
villain,
you
okay?
telling us.
I'm not a villain.
It don't matter about you being okay.
But see, that's the whole point. I'm not a villain. That means I would never
Wally. Stand on your square.
I'm not a
I'm
villain.
gonna stand on your square as well. I'm not a villain.
You know what?
We're gonna say it on 3, Wally. We're not villains.
No,
We're great guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying y'all bad guys. But I'm telling you now.
Hey, we're gonna get that trademark at the end of the show. We're not
ever had
villains.
like bitterness? Well, no. I'm not gonna ask you that because your wife on here.
No, you can ask. What's up?
Married so long, but you got to think about it. When you've been in the dating scene for a long time, sometimes things happen.
So Scam Likely. So hold on. Scam Likely.
Okay, look, I'll say even without the villain role. No.
I never called you a villain. I just asked.
No, I'm just saying.
Scam Likely.
What you got?
Have you ever dated somebody who went crazy and either destroyed your property, or what's the craziest situation you've ever had with a woman?
Never had any crazy situations.
Exactly.
Never.
See, some people know how to pick them.
Not even close.
I didn't say it, but I said it.
I don't think my situation was crazy. I think it was real strategic, but y'all just overlooking exactly what I did.
Nah.
I mean, I think Erica was very strategic.
And then you
think Erica was strategic?
I take it there's some stories
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't be hearing.
You missed
I missed Mel's story,
on?
but Erica was definitely strategic in her situation.
Hitting his car. Hold on, time out.
Hit his car.
She hit his car with her car.
It was slightly premeditated.
She tapped it. It was a light tap. It was his car was drivable.
Yeah,
but so you saying like
campus, he could walk the cliff.
If somebody would have just did a hit and run real quick and they would have left, he wouldn't have known it was her. Oh my God! You know what? That is.
Well, see, maybe the crazy part for me is that I wanted him to know it was me. Like I waited for him to come outside before I drove off. I wanted him to know.
She wanted to see his face. She wanted to see the look of
Yeah.
destruction.
You know what? I can't.
She wanted
So
to look into her
Scam, just to give you some background. So Mel, like we're watching a clip of Christian Wood's ex jumped over his like gate and was like keying up his car and stuff, the NBA player. So we're telling stories and stuff. So Mel took one of her ex's batteries out of his car, never told him, it was like driving him around to like AutoZone and stuff so he could get a new battery and stuff. And then Erica like ran into a dude's car with her own car. So we're seeing if any incident like that. But this was when they were young, just to give us a.
There's always a supposedly get out of jail free. I was young.
Hey, this is a no judgment zone, Dusto. You know how we go.
So Dusto, but you had no incidents of this like caliber, you're saying?
I'm gonna use that in court. I'm gonna rob a liquor store and say, man, I was young. Yeah, how it plays out.
Yeah, these are all alleged. You know, we could be up here telling stories. We are content creators.
Yeah,
But I
spiritual
was gonna say, let's
dudes
get back on
just
topic. So, I didn't mean to cut you off this though.
No, you're good. I was gonna say it's all good till one of these dudes hits the link.
Hit the what?
It's been too long ago.
Like she owed me like $7,000.
That $109 gone.
Somebody gonna hit the link. It was you. All right.
I confessed to him.
It's
At
too
one
late
point,
now.
4
You
years
got
ago,
your-
I confessed to him
Yeah,
and told him it was
God.
me.
You think he
So-
forgot?
Huh?
You think he forgot?
He probably don't know. He don't, like, I told them. He's so dumb. He don't know who did it. But I told him, like, this is what happened. And I told him because somebody asked me in a group chat that we shared, because he's like my fraternity brother. And I'm like, yeah. I took the battery out because it was like, what's the craziest thing you ever did to an ex? I'm like, yeah, I took the battery out of this car. And then he was like, Mel, what is this? I'm like, I took the battery out of your car. It is what it is.
I
And
only
he was
had
like, really, you did it? And I'm like, yeah, I did.
I only
And
had
I
one
asked him,
time I was gonna get
he
revenge
want
on
his
this
money
chick.
back. And then he said, no, he don't.
Hold on, Mel. Dusto said something. What did you say?
There's only one time where I was gonna get revenge on a chick.
Why?
But luckily it didn't play out.
Why did you want the revenge?
It was just a girl I met. She went to Hampton. I was at Old Dominion. Met her at an ODU party. Got number, talked. Met her up at Hampton once. And her dorm, no visitation, whatever. We chilled for a bit, talked, cool. All right, next time we're gonna hang out or something. Cool. So next time was planned. I was gonna pick her up from Hampton, bring her back to the dorm because there's no rules in the dorms. Cool. Dumb me, 23, 24, don't know nothing. I go to pick her up, and her friend is with her. Hey, can my friend come too? Because she told me she got friends to go to ODU. Yeah. Oh, it's cool. They got bags packed and everything. Me, not paying attention. Sure enough, it goes like, all right, we're going to go over there to see our friends. Then I'm going to call you when we come back over here. She's staying with them. I'm going to come back. Never came back. And it just burnt me all the way up. So I done went 30 minutes up here, came back, waited. Could have went to this other party that was on campus. I was like, all right, I hope they call me in the morning for a ride. I'm going to take them way out to Virginia Beach. Hey, let's stop at the mall right quick. I wasn't just going to leave him at the mall. I was going to wait till we walk in the entrance and just take off running because I wanted them to see the feet going up in the air. I wanted them to see the back of my shoes, scrambling, jiggling the key, and hear the screeching of the car pulling off.
But how would you get all their bags out? You just going to the store. You just
I'd have threw them out on the interstate. I didn't care.
I was like, you was like Uber. She was getting ready
Leave your
to
bags in the car.
That
Pick up
particular
a few
weekend, it just wasn't
I think
the
the
time for
calculation
them
stories
games.
are uphill.
But
So
luckily,
they never called you up the next day for that
Luckily,
ride?
They didn't, because
Mm.
I get it.
But
So
I got
Scam, you
played-
was technically the first Uber out here.
Like, you was really their Uber. Like, it was just like,
Yo.
He said the first one.
They got me, and I
Uber
just worked.
Platinum Elite First Edition.
Oh,
They got me.
man.
Yeah, I would have been livid.
They got
Oh,
me.
man.
But going back to the question, so just Mel and Erica and even Amazing. So like when somebody's in that mind state, is it because that guy kind of like stepped over that boundary? It just like drives you off the hinges somewhat. Because like Mel, you were saying that it's kind of like you knew what you was doing. It wasn't like one of those things like, you know what, I flipped out and it was kind of more planned and thought out.
So it like what I did was thought out because like this is my thing. I would never harm something like that because that's a material thing. And I feel like people, it means more to people like when they actually have to like do something behind it. So I would have never done that. And like I said, I never would have had my friends that know I'm that slow to climb over their fence. So I be like, I'm not built for jail. Like I'm built for a lot of stuff jail ain't it. So I would think of something else, but it would be just like something else, you know, like I ain't gonna say personal, but probably personal because like that vehicle is material and a lot of people, they care about material stuff, but they don't at the same time. And I don't know how much it costs to get this car fixed, but they don't really be thinking about that. Like, oh, she did this to me. They expect it. I want to do something that's unexpected.
Like take their battery. Got it.
So Erica, like in your situation, was it because he just stepped over that boundary pretty much? You would say that drove over that edge?
It was the audacity for me. And I did it so quietly. I didn't go off. I didn't say it. I just walked out the door.
Was it more so the celebration that got to you or the fact that it was the friend that he like?
No. It was a combination of the fact that clearly he had this conversation with his friend before I got over there that I was coming for me to take a pregnancy.
They were praying about it clearly.
Right. And then it was, like I said, the fact that he damn near knocked me over to go celebrate with his boy. Like, it was so rude.
I mean, could you have looked at that as like, you know, maybe prior to you getting there, they like sat down, you know, repented, you know, gave themselves to the Lord, you know, said their prayers. Prayed for this God. And,
right.
Hearing the news, they were just overwhelmed with the Holy Spirit that they.
Nah, I was so just.
Man, that dude was on demon time. He was fucking around too.
yeah, his friend pacing in the room I wonder what's gonna happen with my friend. Like, let's be for real. Like, it was not that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But it sounded like the friend was scheming because he was probably giving all kind of bad advice. You know what they call it, dirty macking. Like, yeah, man, you definitely should break up with her, man. That cat was on the phone like, yeah, Erica, man, I can't believe his like reaction, you know.
Yeah, so,
my man.
Wild, but
let's come over and let's talk about it.
I'm more reactive. Like, I don't think I would ever like sit here and be like, okay, tomorrow morning I'm gonna ride over to his house and I'm gonna vent. Like, I would never do that, but I'm reactive. So like my friends always tell me, like, you live by yourself, you need to have a gun. No,
you don't need a gun.
Yeah.
You
you smoking somebody.
Yeah, you're like, quiet, like, oh, that's the reaction.
Like, you don't have to kill nobody, but just have a gun in your house is fine because you live by yourself.
Don't listen to Mel.
This is
Mel a good person. We love Mel, but
so I don't want to go jail for me either.
Have a gun in your house.
Mel gonna have you on Dateline. Talk about I knew the rules,
but like, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg and then shooting somebody in the leg.
I'm the person.
No, I wouldn't even say. So that's the thing. I wouldn't say anything. I just pop them, like, and that's
Like, I just want to shoot him in the foot, you know, just make him feel a little bit of pain. And it's like, yeah, it was blood.
I would never shoot anybody I'm involved with, but if somebody come in my house at night, trust me, we gonna have a problem.
Oh yeah.
So,
but I mean, somebody say something wrong.
Don't be shaking your head, Justo. I'm just saying, I live by myself.
Eric, I'm staying away from you.
That's just like
whatever I want. Earlier, Mark. I thought
I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do with anything in your head.
Wally, I never would. It's just like when I'm in a house by myself, it's just different. If somebody come in here, we're gonna have a problem.
So going back to that video clip though that we watched earlier, do you think both of them are toxic? Would you say both of them to be in that situation, or is it just one sided? The person that like keyed up the car pretty much or scratched it up.
Well, when I read the story, didn't she bite somebody?
I won't say.
Yeah, his ex.
So they both toxic because he stayed around after that. So yeah.
What about you, Mel? You think they both toxic?
100%. And he liked her toxicity. He just like that. Oh, she cares about me and stuff like that. So yeah, they're both responsible. 100%.
Amazing. You think they're both toxic?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Just she has a history. I read the article too, and she's been crazy. So he obviously knew this. So I think he's into it, which makes him toxic also.
That's what I think it is. Like you already know who you was getting into a relationship with, and you just like, oh, okay. Like my thing is, people people don't change their stripes when it comes to certain things. So you already knew what you was getting into, but you just entertained it, and then you like the entertainment because they done been through like a few things besides the article and stuff. They've been through a lot of stuff, and he was like cool with it.
And they just had a baby, so yeah,
Mhm.
there's something wrong with him.
But she was also with.
She's more crazy for sure, but there's something wrong with him too.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think they both toxic, because like you guys kind of mentioned, I think like if you drawn to like that type of behavior, because I think she was got pregnant by a football player. I forgot his name, but I think she had like some prior history. So yeah, if he kind of knew that, then he definitely is attracted to toxic behaviors, which makes him toxic. Manic, what's your take on that?
I don't know too much into her overall background or history, but you can definitely see that the relationship is toxic if this is how they express their anger or distrust or whatever's going on. I don't think from just the clip alone, though, I could say that he's toxic. But from the video clip, you can definitely tell she's not in the best state of mind and not somebody any responsible adult would want to be around.
You have a way of putting your words, Manic. The thing is, he he allows her toxicity because he knew who he was getting. He's allowed this for all this time they've been in a relationship. And the thing is, it's like at some point you can cut somebody off. So don't say he's not toxic because he's toxic too because he's allowing what she's doing. Because they probably gonna get back together because he like when she do crazy stuff because in his mind he probably think, oh, she care about me because he's young and he just not getting like his real NBA legs. So he just now for real getting money. So he probably will like that dumb ass shit because it's dumb as hell.
Well, I mean, the thing is you can't control anybody but yourself. So, I mean, just because you're sticking with somebody and trying to see with, stand by them and see through them like the growth that they're going through. Some people's growth is just very different. So, we're not with them when they're having their most intimate moments. So, I can't just look at it from the outside.
Smooth ass voice. Like
I got a nice ass microphone. It's just a microphone. Shout out to whatever this
No, he's ignorant to stay with that. Like he needs some sort of male validation. Like he's validating himself with
there
her.
We go.
Something.
Amazing. Yeah, she said the magic word. Validation.
You can't talk over the
Give Amy a gold star.
Microphone.
Whatever she's saying is 100% factual.
No, she's right.
That's bad. That's a bad thing. He's using her, the crazy woman, for his own validation because he obviously has such low self-esteem that he thinks this is growth.
Right.
That's not growth. She needs to go to jail.
You said the magic word. You're right.
He's also successful.
I can't say stuff. I'm so country. And when I say stuff, I be like thinking like right off my mind. But Amazing said exactly what I was saying, but I just didn't say it.
You just gotta say the magic word, and then you'll be right, Mel. Won't have no pushback from me.
I'll get there eventually.
So Wally, what's your take? You think both of them are toxic?
So real quick, I just want to make sure, like she's the ex, right? They're not together.
Yeah, the ex.
No, they say ex, but they still together because they was just together not too long ago. Because, like I said, I had to look.
Okay, because and that's what I'm saying. Well, for me, I say it like this: in most cases, your partner is the representation of you. So, yeah, I say, yeah, they both a little bit toxic. Yeah, well, she's definitely toxic, but him, there's something about him, yeah, because whatever you saw in her, yeah, you got some toxicity amongst yourself.
Because y'all remember the clip when she was outside talking like that, like
Right. Like
she was
come
kind of riled
outside.
up, like so
Like,
for him to kind of like step into that lane, you know, should have his stuff together. Like definitely, I kind of agree. I think he knew what he was kind of getting into, and seemed like she ain't had the best pattern and stuff. So for it to escalate up, I think something ain't right with him, man.
I mean,
It
because
seemed
the
like
only
that's a
other way
common thing.
around it-
Oh, go ahead, Wally.
No. I was gonna say real quick. The only other thing around it is like, you know, whenever they choose to date each other, like I don't know how much, you know, they date each other within some weeks or months, however it may be, even years. 9 times out of 10, he probably just saw what he saw, because you know how it is. People put their best foot forward. They don't really show you who they really are 9 times out of 10. So he probably took that, and then it's like, then he found out inside the deeper relationship with the point. It's like, okay, yeah, I got a bad deal. And I'm like, well, that's your problem. You should have known.
But I think in this case, I think he went just off of looks, because I mean,
that's what I was gonna say.
Well, I'm saying,
So I
I
was
mean,
gonna ask y'all
I
fellas
bet,
a
yeah.
question. Like, are y'all like when y'all are dating somebody and y'all like get to the point where y'all serious? I don't know how long it takes for men to get serious. Like with me, it's gonna take a few months for me to like get serious. Like it's just us, because I actually go through a dating phase. And then I'm like, oh, okay, you're my real boyfriend. But with men, do y'all really like take that vetting stage, or are y'all? When I hate to say vetting because everybody uses vetting wrong in YouTube. Like, do y'all take that stage to actually get to know them, or are you just like you cool, you look good, and then if they like we go together, if you like just like all right, we go together. How does that work with men? I don't know. We can go around the panel. I don't know how it works.
They don't
start
say
with
we
Desto
do.
first.
They don't do that.
Desto, you
If I want a relationship, I ask for one. If I don't, I won't. But if I mean, I'm a fan of having a conversation because I don't like surprises, so I don't like surprising others. That's just me though.
all right, Manic, you
I'll plead the fifth on this one.
Oh, you can't plead out. Nope.
Go ahead, Wally.
You cannot plead
Come
out.
on, Manny, you got to answer, man. So are you intentional?
Am I intentional? Of course I'm intentional.
So it don't just like stay with looks. With your metrics a little bit.
You didn't ask me what the intentions were.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Oh,
Good
See,
point.
thank you. Nice statement, Stan. Nice statement.
That's so, man. What you doing, man? You supposed to be on my
actually a
team.
great point.
Desto said, "Fuck the brotherhood."
I know, right? What,
He was like, oh, no, you
what happened to the brother code? That's you just didn't ask.
Okay, Wally, go ahead, because Manning and Dusto got me in a conundrum now.
What happened now?
I said both of them got me in a conundrum because when I asked my question, I didn't say what the intentions were. So
You sure
I
did.
guess I'm wrong.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
pretty much like that. So. I mean, I'm just saying, like, no, if it's a consensus, don't hurt me. Yeah. Nah, but pretty much the same synopsis as what Desto said. I mean, yeah, it's like if I'm interested, I'm interested. If I'm not, I'm not. I mean, you know how it is. It's simple. Just keep things simple.
But what? Okay, you know what?
Now go ahead and ask the question, Mel. Go ahead.
I need to be on a dating show with y'all. Like, how much does look will let you like overlook how a person actually is? Like how much weight will you get somebody on how they look versus how they really are?
I think that changes.
Football player.
Yeah, I think that changes over time. I mean, I will say that, when I was less mature, it weighed much heavier. Like if you've seen somebody that was like the most ideal person and, physically, there was like you don't know when you're young. So it's just like you kind of accept whatever, the relationship cards throw at you. So if you have your first couple relationships where they're like good, healthy, and relatively innocent, then your outlook on relationships are going to be pretty good. If you have like one really bad long relationship where there's a lot of manipulation, then your outlook on relationships are going to be kind of tainted in a sense. So I think it just depends on where you're at in life.
All
But
right,
I would
Wally, what
say
you was about to say, because you said you were a team player, Wallywood. What was you about to say?
What happened now?
I said, what was you about to say? Because you said like
I didn't say
like my
that.
yeah, go ahead. Because I gotta
Nah.
hear this.
Oh, you're gonna go Wally or you?
I didn't have nothing. else to say.
Oh, okay. But I'll go ahead, Mel. I think for the most part, like what Dustin was saying, I think it depends on like what the guy wants. But I would say like definitely attraction weighs heavy at first, and then I think guys we're pretty basic, honestly. Where I think we look a little bit at the character, where it's like, is she like nice, easy to deal with? And I think it kind of builds on from that. So yeah, I think it looks as heavy, honestly.
I think it's a narrative. How can I say it? Dudes will say that, yeah. I explain it. The married dudes are coming in space. Say, y'all know what the problem y'all young men's is. Y'all just looking at Instagram. Y'all want the women to look like that. Y'all do anything. That's not true. Most dudes are getting ragdolled by Piggly Wigglies. Divorce court, cut it on. Lady ain't looking like nothing. Somebody you
ain't
would
lying.
Yeah. Women need to be on leashes and divorce court ragdolling men. But also sometimes women say that they don't look like them women and they're just hating because they want the privileges that pretty come. But pretty deserves privilege. Some of it's free. Yeah, some women just blessed with genes. Some of them took the work to be in the gym and do whatever make them look pretty, and it comes with rewards. It is what it is. It is something that people value. Just like the good-looking dude that you've been drooling over for the last 3 years.
Yeah, what you hear
Okay.
stories? Boy, them females be telling stories about that.
Yeah, what the ugly men that they checking for? Talking about looks don't mean nothing.
I have to that's a hard no for me.
What, ugly dudes?
Like, I've dated if I show y'all the last 3 pictures of the people that I dated, y'all would be like, how am I dating? Because it's not that for me.
Damn, that was a shot.
Like, no, for real. Like,
That was like what type of weapon shoots 3 bullets at a time? Like a 3-barrel shotgun.
Basically, what you're saying, Bill,
These
is you got to
motherfuckers are
type.
duds.
Like, no,
Look at
that's
my last 3.
specific. Because it's not that. It's
So what
really
drew
like,
you to them?
I go to the gym every morning. Like I tell you, at 4:00 in the morning, I'm in the gym. That's what I do for me, for myself, and I want to have a certain aesthetic, and I want to keep an aesthetic up. But not only that, like, it just helps me mentally. But I don't require that from somebody that I feel like could be possibly my spouse. And I think we'll say that like pretty people get certain pretty privileges, but it's not that at times. Sometimes you just really need somebody to be there for you, to be in a good headspace, to be there mentally, your person. It's not necessarily how they look, because sometimes we gonna overlook how they look, or like and we don't talk about that enough. Because we'll give people a pass. If you ugly, but you a good person, you a hard worker, you gonna help me when I need help, and you gonna make sure I'm mentally sound, we'll get them a pass. Like, let's be for real.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I think
you might be the outlier.
I don't date nobody ugly
Not
like now, but I have dated like people in the past that, and they know how they look. Hell, I ain't gotta tell them.
But how'd you kind of treat them? Did you have like less tolerance for somebody that wasn't as attractive?
I
They get you mad. You be like, man, shut your ugly ass up. Did you ever like snap on them like that?
No, I didn't until after we broke up. Then I was like, I let you like get out the way with me, because sometimes like your mouth getting spicy, but I'll never say anything. But I'm like, yeah, you was ugly too, and then your mouth got spicy. So
that means
it wasn't while we
it
was
was
together.
always there in the back of your mind.
I knew they was ugly.
Yep.
They knew
Waiting
they was
to come
ugly
out.
too.
At the right time, right moment.
Or I knew they was fat.
Like pocketed.
No, like I never took nothing from anybody. So I already knew you was fat. I already knew you was ugly. But I was just like,
So
He
you
was
located
good.
their
He was
insecurities
really a good
first and
person.
then like locked it in, like, okay,
Ah.
when I end
No,
this,
like that. Like honestly, it
it's
was
just weapons.
like for
Got
real.
it.
Like you was a good person.
This is why you
give him
can't be
a
vulnerable
chance.
with women when you first meet them.
You said
They
what?
will lock in your secrets and use them as weapons later. You
No,
just
I
don't.
gotta
I
go
never
your
did.
cousin.
I never
Oh,
did.
I'm dropping
God.
game.
I
Don't
was
mind
just
me.
trying to give them chances because
So
I'm like,
you
maybe I need to
you
start.
don't red pill her.
Okay,
You
so
don't turn red pill,
no,
Manic.
to Manic's point, I was like, this is how I've been dating before. So maybe I need to go outside of like what I'm used to dating. So it wasn't like I'm gonna use it against you. It was like maybe I need to give something different a chance. And obviously it didn't work. But like that's for real, like in my mind, like I know what I'm used to, and I'm like in a whole different category. So I'm just like, bro.
I think Dustin was onto something. I think subconsciously, it was in the back of your mind, and it was gonna come out at any moment he stepped over the boundaries. You could be like,
No,
look,
I would, but see, that's not in my heart
It
though.
should
I'm
be
not
a
that
dating
person.
rule.
Though.
Do not ever date something that you don't want.
But it wasn't something that I
I'm
didn't
saying,
want
if
though.
your shoelaces
I think
weren't
that's what
untied,
people don't understand. It wasn't somebody I didn't want because like as long as you're good, like if you're a good person to me, I want you. Like that's the thing. Like you don't have to look a certain way. However, I've had people that do look a certain way that I dated before, but that's not a must for me. Like you really just have to treat me well. Like that's the biggest thing. And I think a lot of people miss that because we want a certain aesthetic for people. And at times that aesthetic may not be that person that's going to like treat you the way that you feel like you should be treated. That's gonna be there for you when they need to be there for you. But I can understand having like wanting that aesthetic, but that's not important to me. I've always wanted somebody that treated me well. I'm good now though, y'all. So don't go out fishing.
no, I just think you got to balance both. I think you can't be on the extreme of it where it's like that overrides like the character and all that. Because I think in this case with Christian Wood, I think he just saw her and was just infatuated to the point where it's just like, I don't care what bad flaws I spot, I'm gonna pull you into my life, and that's why he's paying them penalties now and stuff. So I think that more or less played out in that case. But I think you're kind of balanced and stuff, and you're realistic with it. I think you're not gonna have no issues with it.
Oh no! Like first of all, I'm gonna call y'all real quick to come get me out of jail if something crazy happens. But
So you calling us up, huh? Well, we'll bail you out. But all right, we'll go ahead. We'll move to the next topic. We'll go ahead and pull up the next clip. So the next segment is overcoming cheating and facing adversity in a relationship. So let me go ahead and cue up this clip. This is the one that Erica sent to me. Give me 1 second.
My average right now is because I'm tempted. I was saying it, but I'll keep it G. I'll keep it real. Is average, right? Average.
Oh,
It's tough.
how long you been married?
7 years. When I first got
Got
married,
kids?
who by my wife. I'm overcoming. I'm overcoming this adversity.
You have two by your wife, which means you got some other ones.
I have one more.
How old is that one more?
He's turning 2 in December. Exceeding, excelling, and overcome. I'm surviving it. I'm 2 years past.
Well, you're not surviving it. It's something that you did.
Oh, most definitely. But I'm still me and my wife. We're still rocking. Like I'm surviving. It's tough.
She's overcoming.
Oh, she definitely is.
You obviously did something you weren't supposed to do. I think you need to learn how to exceed and excel as a husband. Tell me how you're excelling
As a husband.
As a husband.
I could use multiple examples, but for one, I'll say one I most recently did. My wife, she didn't even realize I was doing it. One day I just randomly sent her. I always send my thing is blue hearts. Sent her a blue heart. Love you, babe. Good morning. On my morning text. Next day, love you, babe. 2 hearts. Next day, love you, babe. I caught myself sending her just like three random hearts, and I said to myself, "Oh, let me see how long I could go on with this heart. Like every day, I'ma add an extra heart.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
he's a
want to see
genius.
how long. Like this was real talk.
I
Like
feel that.
little tactics. And I said, let me see if I could finish this thing throughout the year into the new year, right? Oh, long story short, I messed up, right? Went 21 days. I don't know about you, or I felt good about 21 hearts, like straight, everything good, no arguments, no disagreements.
Good. My question:
Yeah.
how do you exceed and excel as a husband? That was the question. Yes. Your best answer was sending a heart with an
No,
extra
I'm giving-
heart every day.
I'm giving you tactics.
And he lasted for 21 days. So he sent her
This-
21 hearts.
Yeah, I'm giving you.
But that's the first example, the best example of exceeding and excelling as a husband?
Nah, I'm
This is
giving
trolling.
you examples on like things to do that could.
I'm not asking the tactics to teach me. I'm asking you. How do
Yeah.
you messed up? Done something wrong.
100%.
And she feels a way about it, I'm sure. My question to you is, how are you exceeding and excelling even after the thing that you went through? How are you, Ja, exceeding and excelling as a husband? You've got to give me a better answer than sending her a heart every
Damn
day.
shame.
Okay, what's your
Like
adverse?
Yeah, my man, that's an interview he should have skipped.
Hey, women, y'all gotta do better. This man has impregnated 2 women. That's on y'all. That's not on the men. That's not on society. That's on the women.
Manic,
Like,
you was
y'all-
not about to put this on us.
That's on him. That's on him.
all of y'all are to blame for that
You
one.
ain't.
That's on him.
I ain't
Hold
gonna
on,
lie,
let
though.
Manic explain. That's what's your reasoning behind that? Why would you say that?
My man could not even answer the most basic of basic questions, and he thought he was really doing something with 21 days. Like, y'all try to do it for a whole year. It's like, how long you last? I was expecting something respectable. Like, man, I was in month 10 or 11. Said 21. Like, oh, 21 weeks, days. Like,
So Manic,
what?
this on you because that's your man.
That's
You
your
see,
biggest
it's your
accomplishment.
man. That's the
Hold on.
problem.
They
Y'all have
asked.
to
They
put this
asked.
on us.
No, hold on. They listen, Mel. They asked this man, like, give us some of your examples of how you're overcoming adversity. He said, I sent my wife 21 hearts, 21 days. That was the best I could do. I
Manic,
strive for a year,
you taught him the
360
word
something
tactics.
days,
That's the problem.
365 days. This is what I'm shooting for. I only got 21. This is how significant you are to me. And like, y'all, this is on the women because y'all chose him.
No, it's not.
Y'all allowed
No,
him to do this to y'all. There's no way he should be in a position
Because some of his
where he's
friends
bringing
told him, like, this is cool, just try this. Because
he's
he even
bringing two
learned the word
different people
tactics from you.
into this
Like,
world.
let's get back to that. Like, he didn't know nothing about tactics. Like, it's not us. You can't put this on us.
That's on women as a whole gender. That's on y'all.
No, this
See, because at least
is
when
the
we go to
prime
guys, it's just like, okay, it's
example.
very straightforward. It's just like, okay, look how she looks.
Did someone say
know.
prime?
Yeah.
I did actually. This is a prime example of all of the things. It always come back to being a woman's fault all the time. Rather than
I'm
getting
just saying
me,
this is
rather
on
than
y'all. Y'all have to
getting
take
these
this
men
one.
together, rather than men. I think I said this the first time I came on here with y'all.
Hey, we would have been kicked him out of the
Men
village. Like,
getting
y'all saved
other
him.
men in
My
order.
man should have, his whole genetic code should have been like out a long time ago.
I'll say this. Oh, go ahead.
I will say this. My name is Optimus Wig Prime, and I send this message to all BBLs and hair hats around the globe.
You know
As
what?
men.
We're not doing that because y'all not.
As men.
You and
Excuse me.
Scam be talking about wig hats. First of all, y'all need to
Permission.
protect our wigs.
Protect all wigs.
We're not doing it.
All right. I, as Optimus Wig Prime, there's one thing that I obtained that no one else does not have, which is the matrix of wigs and leadership. As a man, you must have leadership in order to lead. And what we saw in that video, he has failed.
I second that message, Optimus Wig Prime.
Roll
You
out.
better not call him Optimus Wig Prime no more.
Oh, excuse me, Wick. Excuse me, Wick. Decepticons. You know, you've been our enemies for centuries.
Whatever.
But let me ask let me go to Erica real quick. So why you were saying like this should have followed the women?
It should fall on that woman, but it shouldn't fall on women.
Not the women.
I need to hear from y'all men about this man. And what
Okay,
he's
so
saying.
Okay.
I don't know how old the man is. I'm sorry, going back to reality now. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing well. It's Jedi Mike.
Doing good. Thanks for asking.
Doing good. I will say that in that video is a prime example that just because you're married does not mean you're a husband. There's things that and in your character, and also when you're entering that season of marriage, that you have to change forms of your character and also delivery of how you display love, affection, affirmation. And again, now for that woman, if she can accept 21 hearts for 21 days, then that's just enough. She put the price on that. But I know I'm gonna do more than add some 21 hearts on some damn Snapchat and Twitter or whatever to get my, if I did that and cheat on my wife, a bullshit. But yeah, I just think now again, like, you guys put the price tag on your heart. We paid for it.
All right,
Yeah,
Scam, you would.
Kobe sent the $4 million ring. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, for me, it's nothing that you're going to do 21 days, like, even if it's a little hard, that's gonna be like all I'm asking you for. Like, as a woman, like, you could, like, I ain't gonna lie, I had got mad at husband when he would start like texting me on Snapchat, because I was like, Snapchat is the whole chat, so don't text me on Snapchat. You could text me from your regular phone. And then he was just like, I'm still messaging you. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, don't do that to me. Because he was at the hospital and I didn't know his phone wasn't working. I didn't know about, like, he only could get on Wi-Fi, whatever. I'm like, yeah, don't do, like, that's a no. Hard no.
Well, just
But
going
no,
back to
so, like, I felt some type, because like, women notice everything. And I hate when people think like you don't notice everything. It's just what you let slide. And I wouldn't let that. I was not letting that shit slide. I'm like, yeah, Snapchat, whole chat. So
What about Instagram? I mean, would that be different?
You say it again?
If it was Instagram, would it be different?
Absolutely not, because you got my number and I got your number.
What about Facebook? What about Facebook Messenger? I mean, it got your number connected to that.
Nope. You can text me on that extra. All that stuff we can text extra, but like when we talk, it's gonna be on regular the phone. We're not doing none of that other stuff.
But let me answer Erica's question, because I think it was a good one where I think his response was gimmicky. Like, he's not truly, I say, sad about the situation. It looks like he's just trying to pull any like low level gimmick. It seemed like real immature and childish, like something you'll do in like junior high or some shit, elementary school. Where I think, like, if you want to change, you just gotta go out there and do the changes for yourself. And it seemed like he was just trying to latch on to anything to, try to redeem himself to that female. Because I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think if somebody has a kid outside of the marriage, that's like the biggest sign of ultimate disrespect that you could do. So it just seemed gimmicky.
I wanted to ask you,
do you think he could go? Like, emojis.
Yeah, that's what I was like. When he's for 21 days, like Manning said, he
is it because effort to me has
so
gone completely out the window. Effort from men when it comes to women, it's just gone completely to hell. But do we blame our phones, social media, all that stuff for the fact that he really thinks sending an emoji every day is like, that's special? That's like sending like real, like, you must really love me because you sent me a heart and you sent me 2 today and 3 tomorrow. Oh my God, you love me.
And see, and this is where I agree with Manic.
What you
go ahead,
said,
Wally.
put him on that it's women's fault.
Yes, please go on, Wally.
No,
Talk
hey,
about how
look,
great
so
Magic
look,
is.
so look,
Can we
Erica
clear the
brought
floor
up a
for
very good
Wally?
point, right? Erica brought
the
up a
floor.
very good point. The simple add-on of social media was like the fact that he thought social media and the way of how he was thinking was going to be the trigger point. Like, oh, you know, I'm giving heart and I'm giving extra heart and I'm giving extra heart. It's like, really, you really thought that you was doing something just because you added extra hearts. But it's like, at the same time, I'm thinking like what Manny was saying earlier is like, and this is where some of y'all sort of fall for this. Is like, again, even if this person was texting you back or whatever, you had to give some type of reaction for him to keep on thinking like, oh, this was okay. Because why would he keep on doing these hearts? Like it was like he was thinking like, oh, I'm able to hold this for 21 days. How the heck?
But that was his wife.
Let's
don't
be
like-
clear.
I
That's my thing though.
Let's be clear. His
Okay.
wife was a whole idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
thank
but-
you. Accountability. Wow.
Yeah, but
The
and
wife
that's
is
what
a
I'm
whole
saying. Like,
idiot. She's
yeah,
stupid.
so
She's an idiot.
it
I'm
was
gonna
awkward.
blame single moms for this one.
No, the fuck you
Well,
not.
well, look,
We got-
well, look,
what about
I'm not.
Hell
Well,
no.
look, well, real
No.
quick.
You know what?
Ultimately,
I don't think
blame
we can
him 'cause he
target
was
any
full.
specific one group.
I won't say
Well, yeah,
No,
you,
this
you
was
gotta
on
blame
Lace
both
Front.
parties.
This
You
was
Just
blame
all
both
women,
parties
all
for
women.
this. You
All
blame
women.
both parties for this.
No, I'm just playing.
You blame both parties for this. But yeah, but that dude was a fool, boy. I mean, the fact that
I
he
blame-
said
I blame food
tactics,
stamps. I
man,
blame
he's
food
out here
stamps.
still hustling. He's still
Why
out here
the
still
hell would
hustling.
you blame food stamps?
No, they're just
Is he
joking.
joking?
But
Oh,
let me ask Amazing Erica and Mel a question. Do y'all think just based on his response, do you think he was a player before they got together? If you just had to make an assumption.
I mean, I don't think he's a player. I think he's an idiot. But I just don't understand. Like, it goes back to the beginning, like that NBA player situation where there's definitely something wrong with him to want the crazy girl. To me, this is the same situation where the guy, like he appeared to think that this emoji thing was something great he was doing. And I don't think that's facing adversity in the relationship. You like, to me, adversity is like some sort of hardship. He makes bad decisions. And she's apparently okay with it. So I think he has like a lack of integrity, character, and morals. And she obviously needs his validation for herself. I mean, if he's had these multiple kids, because it's not even just like the ultimate disrespect, but if he had a kid, it's also a risk to health to his wife because he's out there just being reckless in general. So to me, I mean, I think these group of people like surround themselves with each other, and you see them in packs. Like I feel like we could probably, like, if we lined them up, we can pick out who normally ends up together just honestly by the way they present themselves. And if you don't do it then, you can normally do it by the time they talk 2 sentences.
What I got from watching that was he has a really big ego and he thinks very highly of himself. And his wife must be very insecure. And that insecurity feeds his ego because I got arrogance out of it. He was really talking like he's the one struggling. I just got too many women. It's just so hard for me. Oh my God. Like I'm trying my best, but 21 days, that's the best I could go. Cause I mean, I'm me, you know, it's hard for me. Cause I'm like, that's what it was given. But it's like, where does that, cause I don't believe that he is the only person out there who operates this way. And Jerk, you said that you felt like it was gimmicky, but I think he was dead ass because he was like, no, I'm trying to teach you something. Like he really thought he was like giving game. Like he was dead ass serious.
Can I say this as a, I mean, I'm 25 years old, man. This is also a generation that has to be put in play in this because that's not working for a 45-year-old. But again, you know, I've seen crazy things today in this time of life. But, you know, but honestly, it's like, even if someone who is in that age bracket of 45 is still having that behavior, it's still a sign of immaturity. But because that is definitely a sign of definitely like middle school, high school culture. Like, oh my God, he said no, he sent me some hearts. And there's a whole thing about if the heart's blue or green or purple, and they have different meanings and stuff, right? So like, and then we talk about, oh man, she sent me a heart, the red one. She sent me one too, man. But she sent me 2 though. Oh man, I'm sorry. She sent me 3, but you see how it goes. You see, it's just it's the game that we are continuing playing. But this is also going on to women's that Men are not on this like on social media like sending hearts and stuff. Like we only play that because that's the formula you presented to us. Again, it's the same thing with these women put, claim they're looking for a godly man, and all I gotta do is read the, I don't have to read, all the books in the Bible. I can just read the Bible verse on your Instagram bio. Then I get the keys to your heart, and because you presented it to me. Again, it's just another game we play because you present it as a woman. So this is the thing about enforcing healthy boundaries, making sure, hey, that's not gonna play with me. You're not gonna send me a text message. You're gonna call me. You know my address. You knock on the door. Talk to me face to face. We don't do that anymore. Send me letters. Could actually take some dedication. You know, and
Well,
you
Mike,
message.
I think the thing is a lot of people that date these days, and I don't want to say like we're taking so much out of it, but it's like we don't care about certain things, and that's like when I say dating, like when I was telling somebody like you have to court me or you have to meet my dad first, it was like why? But that's not a social media thing. That's not like a
Right.
we
But
go on
my point
Instagram,
exactly.
but like it means something, and I think a lot of people like they don't care about that. But at the same time, I feel like that young lady, like she lost respect for herself at some point, because that's not enough for me. Like as a woman, that's not enough for me.
I don't think she even had it in the beginning. I think it was
Yeah. Thank you.
because I think it was like the first case where Erica kind of pointed out and Amazing was talking about it, where it was just like I think she was infatuated by him, because it kind of reminds me when sometimes females, and me and Amazing be arguing about this all the time. She'd be like, I think that guy manipulator. I'm like, that cat had a GED, took like one psychology class and got a C in it. How are he gonna be able to manipulate somebody? So I think a lot of times, like,
it's like how the dude I was telling you who I hit his car. Like he in his mind, he really think that he's the prize, because a lot of men these days think they're the prize, right? And she probably out there cheating too. Why he's sending emojis? She was somebody else. Is either that or she just dumb. But she might be out there doing something. He ain't paying attention. He's not paying enough attention to his wife. She could very well have a whole nother relationship out there, and he's not smart enough to catch on because he's too full of himself.
Honestly, I didn't get like a guy being full of himself. I got just a guy who just has a lot of lack of awareness on how the world operates, on how just things like he had mentioned adversity as something that he's going through with challenges like faced in life, but the guy who's interviewing holds him accountable and says, yo, this is something that you did. Like your wife is actually the one going through the adversity. Like this is something you put on her. And it took him like all the way through the interview to kind of for him to like finally acknowledge what was like so obvious. So I don't think we're dealing with the brightest, marble in the bunch. So I think the women that he's with, if you were to pull them up, I'm sure they're not the most confident of women. Just because even dealing with a person who just has that mindset of looking at everything from like a me perspective, most women are they're gonna see that as like a major red flag, despite how somebody looks.
No, I think what you said was amazing because he really challenged him, and I bet you he's never really in
like amazing. Like what I said is like really good, or amazing like amazing below me.
No, I'm not saying it was amazing.
This guy.
But like he probably never has got challenged like with what he was actually saying, because what you actually saying is you really like, even if you today, if I text you every day flowers, if we was dating, that's gonna be enough. So like how low on a pedestal do you put a person that you're with or you're being with, like physically, like that all I gotta do is send you flowers?
But this is
not even the real flower. Are you talking about like a text flower?
Like the stuff you get at Walgreens, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me Jedi Mike, you have something to say real quick?
No, well, to the point, Amazing was talking about, you can get nice flowers at Walgreens for like $10 or whatever. They last forever, But
I'm going with the text,
right? But to the point where you're talking about, it's giving you flowers and this, and chocolates or just sending hearts or whatever through text and stuff. So that's enough. This is also another issue that I'm also experiencing is that you can get easily complacent in relationships. Even then, not saying that this might work for me before, but this is not what work for me now because you become predictable. Not trying to say you have to be continuously spontaneous, whatever, but kind of showing effort that say, hey, I'm just not going through the motions relationship. Oh yeah, she just needs a box of chocolate, she'll be fine. No, that's not showing that you're respecting her or acknowledging, hey, what she's feeling, what she need. Cause hey, she might not need, uh physical affection right now. She probably just need reassurance that, hey, listen, am I pretty? Even though I know you say I'm beautiful and all that stuff, it's like, no, you are pretty, but yet you don't feel like it. There'll be other things again that she could be constantly changing because she's responding in a way where she needs you to reciprocate. Now that was takes about a level of emotional intelligence, but more importantly, listening. But the dude, again, you can't blame dudes for following the pattern that women you allow. It's like I mean, I'm only doing the bare minimum because you allow me to to do the bare minimum. I just don't understand.
Look at Erica.
Dust is still dust.
Excuse me.
Of course it is, but hey, people. I mean, people. You mean? I mean, there's still dust in a lot of attics and closets and stuff like that. But then people say, oh, I'm still good. I mean, hey, I'm allergic to dust. You know what I mean? So I'll be sneezing. I can't do that.
What you got for us, Erica?
You keep saying that women allow. What do you mean we allow? What about them changing their ways?
Well, if there's no
So it's okay
change,
for them to just stay how they are. So how do I disallow it? What do I do to disallow it? Not give you a chance?
if I still
Not give
get
you any
milk,
chance?
okay, ma'am,
Select
I'll just
better.
say this: if I still get milk, butter, and cream, don't get mad that I didn't buy the cow, because I'm still getting the benefits.
A lot of these women are cows, but continue.
I won't go that far.
Well, Erica, I see what you're saying because it's like
Some good
Right?
women out
Because
here.
They're getting pretty fat.
guys should try to change, but there's a group of people that accept. I think, like Amazing said, like I think those type of people attract each other, so they're not changing for none of us. They
Exactly.
are who they are. And
It's
Listen,
not that. And I want everybody to understand.
Oh no,
It's
not the. Oh no. Oh, she took it off.
Warzone.
I
it's
say
not
I
that
feel like
I'm scared now. Oh, I'm scared.
I feel like I say this every time I'm on here. Y'all
Listen,
have to
anytime
make
a
up
black
your
woman take
minds.
the hairband off, it's time to run.
Wait. Y'all have to
I'm
make up your
ducking.
minds. Y'all have to make up your minds because if we say, don't take us to Cheesecake Factory, we wrong.
Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you did it.
But then
I still
also,
get my truffle honey chicken on Tuesdays. Don't mess me that.
you should expect more. What's wrong with you women?
More
See, this
doesn't
is
mean,
why I said it. This is why I said
Erica,
it. I
more
watch
doesn't
out for
mean
that too.
eat more
it's
food from
not-
Cheesecake Factory.
it's not
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, right.
You know what
Like-
I mean.
But it's Erica, everybody, it's not that. It's
Raise
like
my cholesterol.
when you are married to someone, like you don't want to give up on them because when you enter a marriage, like you want like us to figure it out for us to work it out, and you're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. 100%, we all do it. Like, well, not all, because I don't think everybody's married, but we all do it. We want them to be better. So we're going to, when everybody's like, why would you wait that long? Why would you take that long? It's because I know Jedi, but we're taking so long because we're working through it with our partner. And at the end of the day, like it's not that we just taking it on the chin. At the end of the day, when things happen, and I'm not condoling cheating or anything like that, because I had a child while I didn't have I had a child while I was married, but my husband at the time he had a child when we was married. So that's like one of the biggest things for me. And I go back to what Jedi said, like you're not thinking about my body, you're not thinking about my soul, you're not thinking about anything, you're thinking about yourself. So that was something that for me was a deal breaker. But at the end of the day, you want to believe the best in that person. Because I still stayed in that marriage after that happened. I was like, I'm going to try. But it just was not the same because we going to all try. So let's like stop giving, like, I think we all get confused on when we talk about being a girlfriend, boyfriend, being engaged, and being married. It's totally different. And you could give somebody a pass at different times, but when you are like interlinked with that person, when you are married with a person, it's totally different than any of those. So I hate that everybody try to put those in the same category because they're not. Like when
So
I
Mel, let me ask you a question real quick. When those situations happen, did anybody tell you you should leave that guy because he overstepped the boundaries?
yes, I was told like he don't, but see, I wasn't told like in a way like I would trust somebody for telling me. They was just like, leave that nigga because he ain't doing this and that. Just leave him. I'm like, that still
But I'm
keeps.
saying you still heard that from like I would assume
No,
like
it
people.
wasn't somebody that was a good person to tell me. I think if I would have had like somebody else to tell me, it was somebody that literally out here for the streets. So it
Well,
wasn't,
because
I didn't have like good, and I hate to say it like this, but like people that are in good marriages that have survived the years, like they didn't know what I was going through, and it was just some random. I ain't gonna say random person, but she random to me now. But she was just like, just leave him and all this other stuff. I'm like, how can you tell me when you don't even know?
But see, Erica, the reason why I was like asking that, because I if we could go around and we ask everybody if they like try to tell somebody that was close to him, whether it was like family, friend, cousin, we always like, hey, dodge, especially guys. Like I know we're always like telling females like, hey, that guy's a player, leave him alone. People are gonna kind of do what they want to. So I see what you're saying. Like he's definitely a bad guy, and I think he was like running game and stuff. Like, but it was like low level. So a lot of times, like we'll tell females, like, because I talked to numerous guys, they'd be like, man, I try to tell her not to mess with this guy, but when people have that infatuation, like you were saying even earlier, I think they got that low self-esteem. They end up going that path anyways and stuff. So that's what I'm
Jerk,
saying.
it wasn't nobody even close. Like if one of y'all, like honestly, to this day, if one of y'all would have told me, like, hey, maybe you need to reevaluate this situation, I would listen to y'all. The person that told me was like somebody, like when I say not even close, like it was bad. So
But I think people like back to, I think Jedi Mike mentioned a little bit. I do think people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So I don't think like he just automatically started being like bottom of the barrel. She allowed it. So he knew he could treat her that way. Like I mean,
disagree.
I know like people don't talk to me crazy. I mean, not that they can't. I mean, somebody could, but that's it. Like I'm not talking to you again. So I think people, like you have to be able to cut people off. And I personally don't have a problem cutting people off. Like if you talk to me crazy, I'm talking to you. So I do think that you train people how to treat you. And if they think they can treat you crazy, they're going to a lot of times.
I disagree. I really don't think that this dude is wearing a shirt and tie, talking articulate and clean like Manic or Jerk, and then all of a sudden realized he can treat this woman bad and turn into a low-value Destiny. I believe he was exactly who he was.
Oh no, that's what we're saying.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
This dude
with
wasn't
that.
the vice president of Ford Company. He wasn't doing community service at the Boys Club, Boys and Girls Club. No, he's probably exactly who he was. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's why I say I think like people attract each other, but I do think if you let somebody treat you any sort of way, they're going to continue to do it because you're not setting a boundary.
Scam, like let me ask you a question, you and Jedi. Let me ask you a real question.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like okay, so if somebody feel like they need somebody and they attract somebody that's going to be like, okay, cool, and they're gonna think they're gonna be all right, treat them a certain way. Like we keep putting people in a situation like, oh, you already knew who he was, but sometimes you don't know exactly who they are. You just are at a vulnerable state, and then they present themselves like, oh, I'm gonna be there for you, I'm gonna help you, we're gonna be like good. Like
yeah, but there's a price to pay for that. Just
but
like
men and women do that. Like we
I'm
always
saying, if I go to the Nation of Wigwam in the parking lot and say, man, but she could turn into a mother goddess when she's 50.
Right. She could transform.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda,
But
woulda. No, you go to Nation of Wigwam, you go and pick a Wigosaurus, you get ragdolled in court and end up on the dust panels. That's just how this works. It happens every week, every month, in every different state. It's the same thing. Bad people, bad result.
Right.
Bad
And,
behavior.
and And there's never going to be an absolute because again, everybody can be duped. Everybody can be, man. Well, I thought this person was going to be this way, then all of a sudden the rug was pulled under him, and now they're falling flat on their face. It's like, and we all probably had experiences that probably happened to all of us once in our lives. Men, women, etc. But the point is, what I'm saying is that when we see a pattern of how people operate, we also know that there's a phrase about we accept the love we think we deserve, right? Then this is from Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is a book to the young people. If you read it, and also got turned to a movie, starring Emma Watson from Harry Potter. But anyway, that's another movie on the list to add to y'all. But anyway, the point about it is that again, it's like when I mentioned that to Erica, we're kind of getting back and forth saying, well, why? No, he has to change. Like, no, if he is still getting benefits and being incentivized of like, oh, I don't have to change my standard because what I'm already doing the bare minimum, I'm getting what I want. I'm getting sex, I'm getting time, whatever I want, and that's it. Why do I need to change? Because what of a moral compass? I have none. So that's the thing that I think again. There's things that are logical that are not morally right. I think that we have to understand that because it's kind of going back and forth where, it might be intellectually like, well, I understand why this person's doing what they're doing doesn't make it right because again we might have them have a moral argument about like, well, he should feel wrong about it because he's not a man of integrity and stuff and he's being loyal to his woman. He doesn't care, and that's what's right now. We have no moral standing in today, so therefore everything in relationships, the standard is go with the flow. So stupid games win stupid prizes.
There was
You
no
go
moral
first,
compass
Erica,
back then
because
either.
your finger was up first, and
Hey,
mine.
go ahead, Erica.
Okay, we got a little finger there for.
Because we was just waiting. Go ahead, Erica.
This is the last thing I'll say about it. My point is that 90% of this discussion that we have been having since we clicked off of that video has been about the cognitive behavior and actions of women. That's my only point. Goodbye.
And my point is that I'm saying that we know this is a bitch ass nigga. We're not wasting our time on this bitch ass nigga. What we are saying is that we're trying to prevent the woman who is being the reciprocator of this negative behavior of this man, what she can do to actually protect herself away from these bitch ass niggas.
Okay, so
I actually
we want to
agree.
go
This
into that
dude
because
ain't
that's the
nothing to
same
do with
thing
it.
I was going to.
But
How?
Erica, when I was saying it's all women's fault, it was more or less a joke. But I think
No,
everybody
I know
got
you're
it. It's
saying
just
it's a
like he's
joke,
slow. Like
Right, we're not wasting our time.
why did women allow this dude to?
but why?
Yeah,
But
this
that's
dude,
the
there
thing.
was no
Like,
hope. There was
how
nothing there.
do we
Just
present
nothing.
ourselves? Because as a woman, we are automatically when we like come into this world, we're loving, we're caring, like, and then we do want like a partner and stuff. So now that we talking about, oh, she should have did this, she should did this. Okay, how?
Mel,
I think
sorry,
she's
but
just like accepting the behavior. So
just like
I
the
think
last
she should have
dude left.
left. That's what she should have done.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
Amazing,
agree.
you so
I
big
think
on our
if I
side.
was like
Don't do that.
her friend or something, I'd be like, man, get out of here. Dude, slow. He's borderline
Yeah.
retarded. So I mean, I would give her that advice. Like I'll be like, hey, get up out of there. Because I mean,
Okay.
That's what I think. I've told people that like leave. I mean, I'll tell you once if you don't do it, that's on you. But you're accepting the behavior. You're not going to change his behavior, but you can change you and what you're accepting.
but I do kind of see what Erica was saying because at first I was like, where are we going with this? But like once we started breaking it down, I do think like I think with guys when we communicate it like that, it's just like how you let this like low level dude like run this
Yeah.
basic because my man was like you even said, Erica, he was excited about the blue hearts. That was like his greatest achievement in life and stuff. So I mean, we're just looking at it like how are you letting this get by you? Like, so I think that's where we could have wrapped our head around that, like that fact where it's just like, come on.
And
You know?
Erica, you're what you're saying. We just saw in that video that dude was not taking his BS. He called it out on the spot. He said, "Hey man, what you did? No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about you. What have you done to do X, Y, Z?" And then so therefore the accountability on him was there in real time. And then we're saying, okay, to the woman that's not there in person, we just see the video of these two men, and seeing a man obviously understanding, hey, well, this dude is full of it, and I'm calling it out. Well, how about this young lady? Because some women are watching this. Again, the sphere of influence is very high in the black community. We understand if it's a trend, if something goes viral, whatever, we tend to operate that in reality, unfortunately.
But how many guy friends really have that conversation with their guy friends when they know they fucking up and they doing something that's fucked up in life? Like, let's be for real. Like, how many guy friends will come in and be like, oh, I'm whatever. I don't know. I guess because I own a barbershop and like guys come in and it be bullshit a lot of times, but nobody calls them out.
What kind of people are you talking?
Yeah,
the people that come to the damn barbershop, I don't know these people.
But that's my thing. But are they homeboys or they just dudes that just see each other?
Yeah, there's levels to
barbershop. Like if we could if we connected,
they own a schedule. When I say
Mel,
I don't know them.
Mel, you're using that same argument, and I'm not a Dustin. We're not Dustin, but what I'm saying is that I can also use the same argument. Is that how many conversations are women having of knowing that their girlfriends are doing wrong, cheating, doing whatever, and they're not holding her accountable because they will be part of the sisterhood.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Hold on. Yes.
Because
I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying the point you're making, I can make the same argument.
No, absolutely. What both of them, Amazing raised her hand, and Mel was about to say that she has been that friend, and I have too. But let's be clear and let's be real right now. Let's be honest. Women are having more conversations with their friends about their trash ass man that's cheating on them and doing shit outside that they ain't supposed to be doing, versus you're all having conversations with your homeboys about the shit they out here doing.
And then we don't want to have conversations with our friends.
I don't know what dudes but
hold on, Wally. Before you go, let me say this: we're also having conversations with our friends, and they want to cheat or do something else. We're not accepting it. Like, you're not the same friends to me no more. We're not doing it.
Erica.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying. You know,
come on
guys
now.
out here.
Go ahead, Wally. Was you about to say something?
I want to be quiet now.
Hold on, let me get Wally.
But Erica, wait a minute. I didn't say nothing on y'all though. I just leave that to the ones that said it. I didn't say that. All I'm saying is they are brothers out here that are having those conversations. That's why I'm like, when you just brought up the whole thing about the whole barbershop thing, I'm like, those are just a group of guys that just talking ish. Like, they don't know each other like that to even care.
Yeah. Okay. If you come to my barbershop every week to get a lineup, that means y'all know each other. I ain't saying y'all got to be best friends.
Look,
okay, so
listen, but that's my whole point. But that's the whole point. They're not like that.
Let me explain.
Really, Mel?
Let's
be real. But let me ask you this question: would you rather take advice from someone that knows you, or rather take advice that don't know you? Look what you just said about your situation. You talked. There was someone that gave you, an advice that you didn't even rock with, versus someone that you rather would hear it from you knew. But that's what I'm saying. Like, these are just guy studs. We just meeting up just because we at this particular barbershop that we like coming to because we like our cut here. It's not saying like we homies, like we close like that, like we know each other since way back. Like, no.
Well, listen, I want to say this to Mel, because the barbershop talk you're talking about, I'm not saying we don't see dudes having conversations about, about some foolishness and, and stuff like that.
So they're never coming in talking about their hoes.
Right, but listen, my thing.
I'm not saying they don't.
I also was young when I was when I was a little kid. My mom brought me to the hair salon while she was getting her hair done, and I was just sitting there playing with my damn Legos and stuff. Right, I knew, and I was there, and I wasn't blind. I saw the conversations. I was a very alert child. So what I'm saying is, on both sides here, we understand there are environments where there is a degenerate conversations and not benefiting us, and people doing wrong, and yet we might be witness to it. And whether we have choose to act or not act, we have to deal with that on our own selves. However, I know there's an old saying that bees are never in conversation with flies, while honey is better than shit. What I mean by that is that flies can be attracted to bullshit, but yet no, bees are attracted to something sweeter. I'm about to preach, y'all. What I'm saying is that there's people who are believing that, hey, listen, I'm not going to hang with you because you hang with some BS. I'm gonna hang over here where we're having good people of integrity, good conversation and stuff, and knowing that hey, even if this person is doing something wrong, I'm able to also tell them in a good way, say, hey, listen, you're gonna receive this and say this what you're doing is wrong. And if they're if they're your friend and they receive this, like, okay, I'm gonna think about it if I'm doing something wrong and self-reflect. But again, you can't control that. All you can control what type of influencer you going to be.
Okay, I'm gonna let you make it, Mike, because first let me address Wally. The thing is, when I go back to anything I say, I know exactly what I said. I said it was from a person I don't deal with. And what I said was they heard something about my ex-husband, and then you bringing it to me. I didn't feel comfortable with it because in my mind, I was comfortable with the person I was married to, and I thought we was okay. So it wasn't like I'm just like hearing this from like my pastor or somebody like that. It's somebody that like I really didn't even feel like we had enough comfortable relationship with that you bringing something to me. So that was the problem. But other than that, I don't feel bad in any decision I've ever made. But at the end of the day, like we all gonna make decisions. We all gonna decide like how people should move in this world. But like to be completely honest, we have to all also accept what we think we gonna accept, and we gonna have to deal with that in the long run. But I do feel like certain things are bullshit, and I am that friend that's gonna call out your bullshit. And so it's certain things I don't like, and I will not deal with.
No, I agree with y'all. Like, if it's a close friend, you can have them conversations. But I think with guys, if we know like a guy has a background and stuff like that, and that's just the way he maneuvers, we're not going to have that conversation with him because it's a kind of a waste of time. We know his actions show that he's not going to change. So it will be no point to be like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. He's already going to go and do that stuff. He already got the rep. So a lot of times, like, people still will know that rep and go mess with him anyways. So it's like, we're not going to waste our energy on that type of conversation. But if it's like a close friend that's in your group and you're not doing that type of stuff, you're going to have them talks. You're going to be like, look, you need to maneuver different. That's a good female. She's got your back and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if that person moves forward, it's like you only can do so much. So I think accountability, I hear it a lot of times on YouTube, but I think it's overrated. I think, like you said, you could have those conversations with somebody, but eventually it stops at a certain place and stuff. But yeah, I think guys, when we recognize that behavior, we just already know like that them people ain't gonna change, because kind of what Jedi was saying, that if they're getting results doing that, it's kind of like good luck. I know it sounds bad, but it's just like that's just how the environment kind of shapes up. And I do think people drift to more or less like people that's like-minded. So like me personally right now, I don't hang around like people like that. Circle's real small now, so I do get kind of what you guys are saying. What was you about to say, Scam? You're on mute right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's levels. And just to Mel, let's be real, without saying any names. There's regular dudes in these spaces, there's decent dudes, and then you got the absolute super dustiest of the crust. If one of your friends was saying, you know what, I'm gonna fly out here to see Joe Dustenheimer, they know where they're going, they know exactly what it is. Is that something to go and get us men and say, hey man, go get this dude in order? And we're like, man, we don't talk to that fool. We don't even want him on the panel for 5 minutes. We can't deal with him. Like, there's a level of dust that you just don't go within 500 meters of. And if somebody does, they on their own. Same thing with a dude. You went and got this, and you're coming to us or blaming it on women? No, you're on your own.
But see, this is the thing.
There's
it's
levels.
like with me, I'll cut somebody off before we even reach to that level of like we should even be having that conversation. And I think a lot of people are afraid to like set that hard line. Like, if you're doing this and I'm going on this path in my life, I can't, like, we cannot be the same like relationship of friends. And everybody is scared to say it. Everybody don't like, I ain't gonna say everybody. A lot of people don't want to say it, or they do it without like doing it like all the way. And that's the thing. So me and you wouldn't even have a conversation if I knew somebody was flying out to you. Because if I felt like that was inappropriate, we wouldn't even be having that conversation.
And I also think like just what Dusto's saying about the layers, because like I'm pretty much giving people feedback, but a lot of times like people ain't even gonna come to me and like say certain things because they know what I'm gonna say, so they even avoid people like that would give that feedback. So they won't even come to you. They'll be like, hey, how you doing? We'll just have like the surface level conversations probably about sports, but they're not gonna be like, hey man, I'm creeping with so and so over here. They won't even really have that conversation with you because they know like you're gonna give certain levels of feedback and you're gonna get that pushback. So I think that plays out more.
Because I have had conversations,
because
like with different people. No,
Yeah,
I was just saying, Wally, I've had conversations with like people that are doing stuff that's immoral, but I didn't know it at the time. So like,
I'm speaking to
general conversations, but I didn't know.
Yeah, because people start looking at you like, though, he's so and so's a square, So that's what I'm saying. I think they have those conversations with people that's like minded, that would like to Erica's case is gonna be like, hey, attaboy, they can be high fiving and stuff. But for the most part, I think like people that will give pushback, people are gonna start kind of avoiding them. They're gonna get in their feelings and stuff. When people do give them information, they're gonna give pushback. Or why are you all in my business? So I think a lot of times people just like, you know what, instead of me like giving feedback, I'm just gonna protect my own insanity by sanity and then maneuver a different way because of the reactions you typically get. Because I'd be on the receiving end, man. People be cussing me out. I'd be like, hey, you need to like, why are you in my business? Why you think that? So you start getting that type of stuff. You're just like, you know what, damn that. Like, yeah, because it's tough to be in that role. But nah, this was a good discussion. I definitely appreciate you bringing that clip, Erica. We dig some more up in the vaults because that was a good clip. My man was definitely rode that short bus to school though. I get that was the type of dude that had like the little thing on there. He got put like a star by his name whenever he did something good at the house, a chore.
Man,
my man was happy about them blue hearts. 21 days. My man was like, look, I had my achievement. So that was hilarious.
And he probably Googled that 21 days make something a habit, but it ain't 21 days anymore. It's 28 days, I think. But
no, he got that from player.com, the blue hearts.
No, they
Have
got
y'all
that from
been
suckerplays.com.
watching or following the whole "Who the Fuck Did I Marry"?
No, I do. So wait,
what's that, like a TV show? Where's that on?
It is.
Yeah. It is, but
I'm about to drop. I'll holler at y'all later. Dusty.
All right, Dusto. Thanks for pulling up.
Yeah, but no, I watched the whole thing, but I didn't watch his whole thing. But I do be watching like the whole series.
It was on TikTok. It was a woman who posted like 50 parts telling a story about her ex-husband and how they met, how he scammed her, all this stuff.
Damn.
Like she took a lot of money from him and everything. Because I had to go watch the TV show because the TikTok was just too much for me. All 50 episodes. I'm like, let me just go watch it. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. But I'll go around. Let me get everybody's closing remarks and we'll go ahead and close this out. So I'll start at the bottom. Jedi Mike, any closing remarks? Where can we find you at?
You can find me here on Jedi Mike 7. You can find my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and now on Twitter. I got some interviews posting up. I interview a few people. I'm not going to say who. But leave it, surprise y'all. But I've been working and stuff. So make sure you go follow those. And thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. I've been watching the Avatar. You got me watching that now after I saw your breakdown. So
thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good content. All right, Erica. Closing remarks and plug your new channel. I already got it saved. I'm gonna tap into the community thing, but I saw your stuff. I gotta get some voiceovers actually from you, so I'm gonna hit you up soon.
All right. I just dropped my podcast today. One of them, the VO Ventures podcast, for anyone interested in voice acting, learning about voice acting. But then I also have another podcast coming up, the audio drama bedtime stories, which first 2 episodes have been fully produced, and I'm super excited about it. So That'll be coming probably sometime next month. But yeah, I'll put the link in the chat for you guys to check it out.
All right, appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm gonna put it in the community tab and stuff also because I was checking out your postings and stuff. So yeah, definitely I went to the YouTube channel. So yeah, I gotta get some voiceovers. So yeah, that's a big market out there. All right, amazing. Art and words.
Don't let people treat you bad. They'll keep doing it. That's my parting words. And tell people nicely when you see them getting treated bad, because I do think you're obligated to tell people, but you can do it nicely and kindly. You can find me doing movie reviews here.
All right. Mel, I run.
So it's always love, but like definitely if you can check out Jedi Mike, like I've been following him and I've been trying to catch up on like his TikTok, because that's been a big thing for me now, because I guess I'm a coach, I got to do TikTok now. So but he's been doing amazing. But other than that, you can find me on any social media, same username, Mel_run.
All right, Mel. And don't be messing up them games. We ain't trying to get you beat up out there. Don't be calling no foul plays out there. Talk about you took a payout, trying to swing a game somewhere.
It's hard. All
right, Wally.
Oh man, my main thing is just have patience, because honestly, at this point, you gotta have enough patience when it comes to certain people out here to at least be realizing who you dealing with, because people just getting into things these days, instant gratification. But that's my parting words right there.
All right, the manic genius, aka blaming women today.
I do it all out of love. It's all jokes. I think we had a very interesting conversation today, and I love the dynamic between the men and the women. We could ask each other different questions and get our different perspectives. And thank you, Erica and Mel, for sharing, because that was a good kick. We can all look back on our past and say that we've done some dumb things. So it's a lot. It always makes me feel really good when people can share, their own personal experiences rather than just saying, "Oh yeah, I made some mistakes when I was younger." Like actually, feeling free enough to, to talk about it. So I appreciate y'all for that and everybody else's input too. Great.
You was kind of dancing today. We gonna get you soon.
Yeah, I was dancing. I mean, I appreciate y'all letting me off the hook. Y'all let me tap dance right out of that one. We'll try next time. But that's good though, because it was a hard question. So I usually just answer the easy one.
What was so hard about that?
We don't have to talk about that. Question. We can end it here.
She's like, hey, look, I ain't giving that enough.
I want to go into details. We got a whole other episodes for that.
But Erica be throwing them twists, man. I like Erica, that clip. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's about to go down." Erica,
have to duck a couple Tuesdays if Erica's popping back up.
Erica be bringing that heat. But all right, my part words, just keep tuning into the channel. Like I said, thank you, ladies, for coming up here, giving a different perspective. I think that's definitely needed because, sometimes, man, we are stuck in our ways and we don't hear the other side and stuff. And I think there's a lot of those gender wars. So I think it's important to step out your comfort zone, talk to other people, and you be like, you know what, I didn't think about it like that. So I do like we be having these conversations. Everybody always tells me that starts watching the videos like, hey, I like your guys. You could have a calm conversation and actually break down stuff. And you guys allow people to have their viewpoints and don't, I see a lot of times people want to push people to like their point of view and stuff. So it gets a little crazy, but I definitely appreciate everybody. Thanks, Wally and Manic also pulling up, Dusto and Jedi Mike. So I keep tuning in. We'll keep having stuff. And if y'all want to introduce any topics, send them to me. Definitely willing to take any clips that anybody sends so we can break those down. So y'all give me some topics if y'all want to see us break them down. So, all right. And definitely tune in to Erica's stuff. I'll be posting it on community tab and anybody else that has anything. So I know Wally, he edits videos. Wally, stop selling yourself short up here, man. Hey, so man, yeah, I'll start plugging everybody on our channel.
Wait, are y'all going to do a movie review of the Tyler Perry movie?
Oh yeah, that's on the list. I saw that the other day.
Definitely doing
Tyler Perry. What Tyler Perry movie?
What's it called? Mia.
I just heard about that on the radio today.
Yeah,
I need
me
to
and-
watch
I
that
think
one.
Yeah, I'm putting that on the list.
Y'all have to watch it, and y'all have to do a review on it. And 'cause
Yeah,
I-
I got that on the list. I heard about it too, so I appreciate that.
I'm gonna be laughing.
So you'll have to go on that one, Erica.
Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the link. Y'all pull
Like,
up.
no, I will gladly come on and talk
Okay,
about
I'll definitely. Mel, you
Well,
might need to
I'm
run
gonna
up there
read
too.
Look, okay, I will.
All right then. But all right, peace. We'll close this out. Tune in next week. See ya.
Peace out.